Hi everyone and welcome to a new video in English. Today we're here to speak about social media. I have done 2 or 3 videos about this, but today I want to give you my personal tips and personal experience in a long-term mindset and in a long-term timeline of why and how I think quitting social media is a major key in our lives nowadays. And again, this is not going to be a video where I try to convert you and I try to tell you that you shouldn't and you should quit and you should delete your account. That's not the point. The point is for me to give you some tips, some of my personal experience, and then you just do the judgment by yourself. If you think it's good, try it out, and you don't have to do it forever. Okay? That's the main point. Us as humans, we always want to evolve and do different stuff. And doing these little challenges, so to speak, and questioning our lives, it's very, very important. So I want to, first of all, make the clear distinction that yes, I think quitting social media is good, but there are numerous tips, 3 tips or 2 that I want to give you, 2 points that I want you to keep from this video. And the main points are that how I quit social media was from a specific situation. The last video that I did, I had an anxiety battle, and I just tried to do, again, these little challenges to see what I could change in my life. If maybe I was using too much technology, I was spending too much time on my phone, whatever. So I started by quitting completely doing this. Okay. Now, of course, no one ever quits completely. It's usually people say that we don't quit something, we just substitute it and we find a substitution to fill that void, so to speak, in that activity. And it is true. So I think the first step is really just unfollow everything and unfollow everyone. If you think about it, a lot of the people that you follow are probably more acquaintances than actually your BFFs or inner circle. So if you don't follow someone that you know, that you can speak to face, that you have a real social interaction with, I would say you should unfollow them. And you can tell me, but I'm not going to unfollow a person that I've met a couple of years ago and we just kept contact through Instagram. I get you, okay? But we follow a lot of junk. We follow a lot of pages and a lot of people that we actually don't even care about them. And I think actively and proactively, you shouldn't follow them. The second point is that I think we should be conscious about how many apps we have on our phone in terms of if we have Twitter or X, Threads, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch. There are so many freaking apps, and you don't have time for all of them. You do have time, but you're just gonna feel tired. Okay, and this video is not to say that you will feel more energetic if you quit social media. You will, but at the same time, you're making a substitution for something that you have lived your entire life with. You're so used to opening your phone and going on Instagram. It's like you smoking a cigarette. Every time that you need it, you just open. I'm going to be giving you a little bit more of scientific data in a bit, but I just want to get this out of the way so that you have all my tips and my personal experience and what I have done that works for me. Okay, so yeah, conscious about how many apps you have on your phone in terms of social media, because the chance is that the more apps you have, the more junk you follow and the more shit you will feel. Now to the scientific part, and what I want to say is that it is proven that if you spend a lot of time on social media, your brain and your mindset can get kind of fucked up. We get this sort of mindless scroll casino feeling. The casino feeling is that you just always want more. You want to do that and it keeps spinning. It keeps spinning. But instead of doing this, you just do this because you're mindless scrolling and you don't even know what you consumed like a couple seconds ago. So the main point is to do the a little bit of dopamine fast or dopamine fix, which I have done a video about that in the pandemic. But honestly, I would advise you to really quit social media. I think you don't compare as much your life. You may feel bored, and you are going to feel bored, but you got to find a good substitution for that. Now, I'm not telling you that you should delete your account and you should never use Instagram again or YouTube or whatever. And I am going to have a follow-up video about this in terms of how to reduce the amount of time and content that you watch on your phone. It's going to be different tips. This is more for social media stuff. But that follow-up video is coming very soon, probably next week. So I really advise you to just spend as little as possible on Instagram and following what other people are doing, because your brain will just compare yourself to them. And the interesting part about Instagram and whatever is that we are always seeing the final product. We are never seeing the behind the scenes. The behind the scenes is just as important as the photo that is on Instagram. When we see all those pretty photos, pretty quotes, that's the final product. It's not the behind the scenes. And then we think, oh, my life is so boring. My life sucks. And it's not like that. Okay, so I hope this video was direct, easy to follow. I can speak a little bit more about how and why it helped me to quit social media, doing stuff like reading more books, creating an Excel sheet file where I basically input how much time I was using my phone, in this case using Instagram, etc. And then I tried to reduce it from there. But the basic point of how I discovered that I wanted to do this is that I was tired. I was just tired. I just felt like I was addicted to my phone. I just felt like I was addicted to, if I had nothing to do, just going on Instagram and scrolling, just going on Facebook and scrolling. It fucking sucks. Now, I'm not telling you, and I don't want to convert you to something that you're probably thinking that you're not, but just try it out. Okay. And trust me, at the beginning, it's going to be very hard. But then when you get into the flow of it and you substitute it for other stuff, okay, that's why I want to make the video about how to watch less content on your phone. When you substitute it, it makes a huge difference. Okay, so just to recap, 2 tips for you. The first one is to unfollow everyone or unfollow things that really don't make sense for you to consume. And the second one is to be conscious about how many apps, the number of apps that you have on your phone. If you fix these 2 points, if you work on them, trust me, your life will be improved immensely. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one, which I will. Goodbye and take care. Have a nice week. I was going to say have a nice Sunday because this is filmed on a Sunday, because now I post every Sunday. Goodbye. See you in the next one. Bye bye.